at your place with my girlfriend, and we were in the day. We spent 2 days there, 3 days, whatever. We got a room, and I'm in the pool during the day, like you said, everything. And you can do it really, but everybody's classy. Nobody's in your face, and people are respectful. So I've never, had an issue there. But it was runny. I get out of the hot tub over. No, it's the pool going to the bar.
Okay.
And I'm going up, and the guy goes, Larry Lawton. He recognized me from, social media. And I'm like, oh, shit. Not that I care, it's not about, but it's just like, and he was just so nice, polite, never was mentioned. We just talked. I go, yeah, I've been doing this my whole life with all my wives. So it's not like, this is a surprise or anything.
I have met several celebrities that I wouldn't think that would be there. Don't
touch anything. It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton. I got a great guest today. I have a good friend of mine in the office. I have a man, Mac, who's the general manager of Secrets in Kissimmee.
Secrets Hideaway, yep.
Secrets Hideaway is a swingers club, a place that I happen to have frequent once in a while. I love it. Mac has been on my show. We did an actual show, had a lot of controvery over that show.
I saw, yes.
No, a lot of we got shadow banned, we got shut down, but it was worth it. People are going to go back and look at that show now.
It was the anniversary, right?
Yeah, it was our 200th, 200th show, and it was really good. Before I get started, everybody, with Mac, we're going to have a great show. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming out. Is that right, Nick, or is that a little, is it good? Okay.
Good to me.
No, I mean, you don't look like you're in it. I want to thank our sponsor, Oliva Cigar. They are our key sponsor. We have a couple events coming up. I want to get with the Pop and Snack Boys. They're going to be sponsored. We're blowing up. You see that Mercedes?
Right.
We're blowing it up and shooting it with machine guns and everything.
Am I invited?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it, man.
This is the invite.
We got this is an invite right here on air. It is a closed event, of course. A friend of mine's got 60, 80 acres or whatever, and gun range, has automatic weapons. He's a great book. And he says,
right up my alley.
Right.
I did anti-terrorism for the last, 10 years.
Let me let my audience know a little bit about Mac before we start. First of all, Mac became friend. I connected with Mac right away, and here's one of the reasons. Mac and I are both U.S. Coast Guard retirees. He did his whole 20.
I did.
He did the 20. I did my 8 and got the same retirement. I did. I get 50. No, I'm actually, I'm VA, but I'm 50% permanent disabled from the Coast Guard. Retirement, actually ID and all that. I get the 100% retired, and then I'm VA.
I got 90.
You're 90 at VA?
90.
So am I. 90 at VA, but
close to the 100.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I got to just reapply. I mean, here's why, just so you know. You too, you can get what they call unemployability and get 100% tomorrow. But you don't want that, because then you can't work. But it's easy. From 90 to 100, it's called unemployability. And you just fill out the things, and you'll get VA 100%. Now, if you get caught working or anything like that, now, if you get permanent retirement like I am,
right,
100% permanent, you can get a miracle cure and go run the marathon. It doesn't matter. You get your money, and you can do anything you want. And that's what I want. I want 100% permanent and no temporary, no something like that.
Right.
That's what you want to, obviously.
I'll take the extra. I mean, the 100% comes with a whole bunch of more benefits, too.
Oh, sure does. From taxes on the houses to this, to never pay a thing, to another $1,000 almost. My 90% of VA is about $2,300.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, usually VA is the same or whatever. But you are lucky. You're double dipping. You get your Coast Guard check too.
I do.
Because I don't. Because I didn't do the whole 20. That was a little stipulation, son of a bitch. I tried to get around that. I couldn't. But that's okay. So Mac and I become friends. He is the manager of Secrets Hideaway. It's a place, like I said, he runs a great ship. We connected. We did the Naked podcast. That was fun.
I had a great time.
Whenever I tell anybody that, they go, "What? Really?" Spotify numbers are off the charts. They didn't care. Which YouTube shuts you down real quick. I mean, they got.
But you blurred everything out, though, right? There wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
No, yeah, but still, I think it's what.
There's even a rule that says it doesn't matter if it's censored or not.
Oh, that's dumb.
It doesn't. Nudity's nudity, even if it's censored.
Is that what it says in it?
Yeah, underneath a nudity.
Should have read the fine print.
Oh, we did. Oh, I did. I did. I was like, this is not going to go well.
Right.
Like, I'm reading it. Like, nudity, they said it's nudity, even if it is blurred. But
You want to throw me a lighter too? Yeah. Now, Mac, you got a lock. Okay, you see this? First of all, you charge these two. So look at this.
Okay.
There's your cord.
I appreciate the love.
Oh, did you see the lighter with the diamond?
Yep.
The whole works. These are great lighters. In fact, when I got these lighters, it ended up becoming a mistake because we bought lighters that were less, and I saw these. I said, "Whoa, stop everything! Buy these."
Right.
These are really high end. They're not cheap. You could tell that from the weight to everything to the torch strip. We go through a beer can with this torch high up in 7 seconds. Go right through the beer can, the metal. It's aluminum crap metal, but still, I'm just got to have a hot fire
Right.
go right through that. And then it comes, then you can charge it. Obviously, this is where your torch goes. And I love these lighters, man.
Good stuff, bro.
Oh, yeah. And that's for dabs. You know what dabs are?
just burn the oil.
Yes, I know Dab. Sorry.
Well, it is. The Coast Guard wouldn't like that.
Right.
Probably. When I was in the Coast Guard in 1979, it was end of 79.
Sternos.
Yeah, I know. In 1979, we got caught smoking weed on the station. So
That was legal back then, right?
Page 7.
Yeah, that was it.
I mean, a page 7 means nothing, Nick.
Right.
It's the thing in your records that says, "Don't do this."
Right.
We were smoking. We had them every day. We'd be smoking blunts up on the balcony. The chief, him too. He was the CO of the station, actually.
I've heard the stories, yeah.
It was like nothing, man, back then. It was just the way the military was. It was a lot of hard charging. You know that. We partied a lot. Back in my day, when I went in, I got out. When did you go in?
2003.
You went in? I went in 79. I retired in 86. Man,
I was born in 84,
He
so
like looked at me for backup.
84. I was in jail. I almost was retired.
I was in jail already.
Oh, I've been in jail. I went in 17. I went in 78. But I retired in 86. So he was just born 2 years. Wow. I feel good too, though.
My girlfriend now was born in 2000.
You child, you cradle robber. Good for you, though. Huh? 22 is like perfect, man. 23, right? Something like that.
24. Yeah.
4.
She's had a birthday.
Just so everybody knows, again, we are with Mac. Mac is the general manager of Secrets Hideaway. They are in Kissimmee, Florida. And if you ever come down here, just go. I'm telling you, you will have. They have multiple pools. Multiple, I guess, rooms. Could you tell the audience?
We have 143 different theme rooms, so you can come every time and have a different experience. Some have stripper poles, some have BDSM furniture, some have just different decorations or whatever. So
the rooms you rent.
Correct. And then some of them are for sale too. Like each one is condoed out, so you can own a part of it and collect the rent and all that on there.
I thought of buying one. I actually spoke to the owner.
So there's that. There's the multiple pools, but obviously it's a clothing optional party, right? So if you know about Secrets Hideaway in Kissimmee,
They don't, so tell them about it.
It's a clothing optional resort, a swingers resort. You can play out there, but most of the time it's just a fun. The day party is just a fun, crazy, topless, nude type party, whatever. So amazing time. It's not like a free for all that everyone thinks it is. Nobody's gonna touch you without permission.
Right, that is true.
But people are all like-minded, having a good time. We've got good music. We've got good people. We've got good entertainment. Since you've been there, we've got our own sexy squad. We've started our own entertainment scene. So every Friday,
I gotta come there.
Every Friday, we're starting to have our own. We have our own singers and dancers and everything. So that starts the first Friday for Memorial Day. I'm trying to do it every Friday now. So until we build up to every day.
Good, we got to promote it here a little bit. We'll work something out.
But we have a playroom that I just decorated or redesigned. We have a dungeon. We have a regular club too, where you can't be nude or whatever, and just come and enjoy our great DJs and stuff. So we have something for everybody. We have a full kitchen. It's a full resort over there.
I've been there a number of times, people, and I will tell you, it is classy. The reason I like it is like what Max says. No is no. They make sure that security, if you get a band in your wrist, but You shouldn't be in an area. You don't go in that area. If anybody says something, they're right there, security on the deck, and they should be. One time I had a little rough time with a couple bartenders. I needed water. I was so sweating. Remember that night, Nick? What happened? She wouldn't give you a towel. You remember?
Yeah, I don't know. There's no towel.
And it's like, why can't I get a towel? I'm pouring wet. You know what I mean? You can see it. We don't give the towel. I got a room. I bought the room. I mean, it's not like I didn't buy the room, and I couldn't go up and get it. Like, I literally was pouring.
All the towels are kept up front now. Oh, also, because we're building a new restaurant and a new bar, we have an app on your phone that you can. So let's say you're in the pool and you don't want to wait in line to get your drinks. You can buy your phone on your drinks now and just go pick it up and then go back to the party. So we've really tried to upgrade it a little bit. We've got some different stuff coming online. So we have a travel affiliate program. So if you want to book parties there, you can share your link and then start collecting money on that way as well. So
we're gonna do something because I rarely do things like with certain sponsors only.
Right.
Like we'll leave certain ones I know I use. We're gonna work something because I love the place and it is classy enough.
Right.
I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Of doing it.
I love what I do. I went from bombs and bullets to orchestrating orgies now, so it's
you can't.
I can't not love what I do.
I'll tell you, it's funny. One thing that happened to me there, you'll get a kick at it. I was at your place with my girl Teresa and we were in the day. We spent 2 days there, 3 days, whatever. We got a room, and I'm in the pool during the day, like you said, everything naked, and you can do it really. But everybody's classy. Nobody's in your face, and people are respectful. So I've never, had an issue there. But it was runny. I get out of the hot tub over. No, it's the pool going to the bar.
Okay.
And I'm going up, and the guy goes, Larry Lawton. He recognized me from, social media. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, not that I care. It's not about, but it's just like, and he was just so nice, polite, never was mentioned. We just talked. I go, yeah. I've been doing this my whole life with all my wives. So it's not like, this is a surprise or anything.
I have met several celebrities that I wouldn't think that would be there that I don't want to name drop, no. You would be surprised. I mean, we're in Orlando, right? More or less.
100%.
So,
anywhere though, Mac. Anywhere that is. I go to LA a lot now, and it's crazy,
Right. People where we take our security serious. We don't want photos everywhere of people. So we do get quite a few celebrities that come through there that are.
I can
love
imagine. It was funny because after that happened, Teresa, look, is everything all right? I said, yeah. I mean, it's just because then what happens when you get where some people recognize you is like, are they looking at me for I'm a criminal?
Right.
When I was
right.
a criminal, or are they looking at me like then I'm like, yo, what's up? And no, I just love your channel or something,
I've had some really good, like some UFC fighters, some WWE fighters. Yeah. Like I'm like, yo, this is awesome. Like I've met some like
I'll bet
people that I would never dream of meeting. So I've loved what I've been doing.
What I do like about your place, and I'll tell that to the world, is you're always doing something. I remember when you started the, I guess it was the nightclub. First of all, that whole end was not even there when I first went there. The new pool, new area, all of that.
The owners really putting money back into the resort.
Yes, they are. And I think that's positive to see because that means they care. The rooms, some of them are beat up too much to the point that I get it. I get paying $150 because paying $150 for the place is easy if you can make a few bucks. He told me how the deal works. It's really a good deal. You want to get that, Nick? But yeah, and no matter what, it doesn't.
So I've been on the owners a lot more lately about the rooms.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
I've been on the owners a lot more lately about the rooms. So, and then we've just implemented a new feature where I can communicate better with them because it's hard. I have 143 cats that I have to herd. Hey, fix your chair. Hey, fix your microwave. Hey, fix your. So it's not like it's not the resort's room. So I have 143 different owners that I have to talk to and network with to get it up to speed. So, and it's our fault. Like I communicate with them and I take the room offline or whatever just to get it up to speed. So yes, it is like herding cats a little bit, but I'm
you're
on it.
Coast Guard chief, so you know how to do that.
I'm on it. Absolutely. I got it.
I like. And you guys are always doing something. In
this
fact,
Memorial Day weekend, gonna be fire.
I might be there. I just didn't even think of that. But because I travel a lot. And, when you travel, you do want to get away. You want to get away to wherever. So I always look at it to figure out, okay, what am I going to do this weekend? And I'm when you travel, sometimes you want to stay home. So you really do. I mean,
Right.
And I'm not that kind of guy, but I take care of my 91-year-old mom. So, she's inside. You'll have to meet her. Everybody comes here, has to meet her. Right, Pete? Pete just popped in. That's all right, Pete. Sit down at my desk. You got my desk. You're allowed to stay.
Pete's a lifesaver, too. We're going to talk about...
Cut out, Pete.
Yeah, I'm
not even here. Don't worry about it.
You don't want that?
No, I'm not even
Sit down at least. Get fucking behind my back, you fuck.
Listen, I'm kidding.
Okay. What do we
A
at?
couple of quick tips.
No, do what you want.
Hey, you guys should talk about the Ashley Madison.
We got a whole bunch of things to talk to him about. So Ashley Madison's still a thing. I don't even know, but we'll get back there. So on the 14 and change. Okay. So your place is always changing. You're always doing things. You have a lot of room. You have the windows, the voyeur rooms, all that. You expanded the facility. I mean, first of all, a couple of great questions. Do you have any issues with cities or the area?
No, we haven't had any. Even the police love us. Like we keep our music down at a reasonable. If they come through, like because some people complain about the bass sometimes, but we have a great.
You're right along.
Well, there's
192.
apartments. There are apartments right across the street, right? So, but we keep our music good. The police love us. We have a great relationship.
Big fight place or anything like that, do you?
Very rare. Anytime you mix alcohol in a club, you're gonna have some scuffles, right? It's not 100% no fights, but everyone.
The Keys is a weird place. I know people have lived in the Keys 25 years, never seen a fight.
No, well, there everybody's really nice. Everybody's there for the same reason.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's not impossible not to see a fight. Like I've been there. Sure. I've been there a year and a half now, and maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah,
right. It's not bad.
You got staff that. Obviously, what I try to express to people: if you see a good place, great places don't just pop up; they have to be managed, and they have to be consistently managed. The minute you let your foot off that neck, so to speak, that goes, this goes. Before you know it, it's an avalanche, and you can't get out of it. And obviously, I would, you're a chief from the Coast Guard, and I know the days, and I know how we had to run and how we worked on ships or wherever you worked.
Run a tight ship.
You damn right. You do, you die. I used to tell people out at sea, and we're in the Bering Sea, you have a ship fire, it ain't no running.
Right.
It's life or death, man. And those dudes are going into that engine room. I was on that billet, and fuck that, man. I'm glad I outranked that. I didn't want to go there.
Rank does have its privileges.
You know what it is, right?
Right.
Obviously. Were you on a ship?
I was anti-terrorism. I protected a lot of the ships.
You
so
didn't have that.
I wasn't on the ship out to sea a lot, but I stayed on a ship local on the pier and stuff. But
where?
Spain. Mostly.
You overseas?
Oh yeah.
What's a day in the life of anti-terrorism? What do you do?
That's a good question.
Run risk assessments. Make sure the bad guys can't get a hold of us. If the bad guys do get a hold of us, how are we going to protect the base? A lot of training with the law enforcement. I taught handcuffing. I taught shooting. I taught hand-to-hand combat. A lot of that type of stuff to make sure that we can protect the base.
You said you were overseas a lot.
I spent.
I was Alaska, and I went down to. I was in the Philippines. I went to Micronesia, greatest place, all the way to Australia. We did a Westpac, and then Captain took us down. He had swim call in the Mariana Trench.
No, I didn't do any of that.
As hell.
I was a couple years in Iceland. I was 8 years in Spain, and then a couple years in Cuba.
What are we doing there, the Coast Guard?
What do we what?
Yeah, what is the Coast Guard doing in Iceland?
Nothing anymore. We closed it down. that closed down, but it was an anti-sub base for the Cold War.
Okay, there you go. And all the places you've been, Spain, are you near the Canary Islands and stuff?
No, we monitor the entrance into the Mediterranean. So we control everything that comes in and out of the Mediterranean.
Almost like I remember when I first went, you wouldn't even remember this, they had Loran stations. They had Loran, and then now it's SatNav and all that, but they had Loran A, then Loran C. This is when I got my cap, the bosun mate license cap, when I went to BM school after that and all that. We used to have to pass our class, you have to dead record the 80-mile spot and be on point within, I think it was 100 yards.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't do any of that. I was a coxswain. I was a coxswain for a little while. I was a coxswain.
Our search and rescue was a all we did, and drug interdict. But we really even didn't do drug interdict too much. We used to steal the drugs. But the
Oh, that explains how you got into the business.
yeah, a little bit. Nah, not really. Man. I was into a lot of bad things. But no, I get it, and I totally understand. You did your time. And first of all, I want to thank you for doing your service. Anybody who goes in service, give them a thumbs up. Give them a try. They tried to protect whatever they do. Good for them. I always look at it like that. And then to find out a young guy like you, because I can still call you young. You went in when I was when I was retiring. You went in.
Right.
You went in late. You did your thing, and look what you're doing now. You're doing something you love.
I love it. Yes.
Isn't that great, man? Did you ever think you were going to be managing a swingers club?
No, my master's is in Homeland Security, so I was thinking I was going to get out and do what I was doing in the Navy and just make the money because
make the big bucks. After you retire,
it's good money, right? If I would have went anti-terrorism, force protection stuff, it's good money. But when I was offered this job, it wasn't exactly what I want to be paid. But I was like, God, I can really
have fun
in the lifestyle and make a difference here.
Good for you. Because the way you look at the lifestyle is the way I look at it. To me, it's everybody does their own thing. I'm very much a very proactive person. I don't care what you do. Mm-hmm. In your own home or your own privacy, or you do it. It does not affect me. And
life's too short.
And then making a difference in the realm you're in. You're
right.
Coming out with a game. What are you doing there?
Yeah, well, we're going. Yeah, I was going to do that next. Yeah, good. Tell us what's going on. You're running this club, and now you showed me something, and Nick's going to put it up about a virtual game.
Yes, so I'm really excited.
Is that yours?
About it.
The club?
It's mine. So it's mine, but obviously it's using Secret's name, so they have part ownership. We are making it so that you can go to Secrets anywhere in the world. You can see what it's like. You can meet other like-minded people. You can change your avatars. You can talk to other swingers. You can communicate with the other people.
Will that be a live person? The other person you're talking to?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. And then so instead of just being there and running around, there'll be like each cabana will be a different experience. You can play poker with people. You can play slots. You can have a virtual experience. You'll be able to. Yes, the intent is for you to have sex, to be able to have virtual sex in there if you want to.
Yep. It's coming to that.
It's coming.
Listen,
so I don't know why we wouldn't include it.
Sex is here. Let's face it. At 62, I can tell you that. I need this to do this.
Right.
And you know what? It works great.
It's all coming to that. So I don't know why we wouldn't include it as a swingers resort, but yes, it is going to be an option. What it actually looks like, I don't know yet, but we're almost done with the development phase to actually take it live here in a couple weeks. I'm hoping.
Wow, that's pretty quick. You're doing it quick because we're doing ours GTA and it's taking. Just Nick is really good at this stuff. That's real. Again, with billboards, he put a mock-up for a cigar company,
right.
What we can do in there, and he put it in. I'll show you. It's unbelievable.
No,
I'm already sign up and then you make your own avatar.
Yep.
Did you have to design like the avatars and
the people that I hired are doing it all for me.
Oh, okay.
I came up with a great idea. I threw my savings at it, and I really believe in it. So I'm excited to see what it's going to do.
I think you're onto something. I think a lot of things are virtual, especially with young people today. No matter what we believe and how we believe it, they're in their houses. They don't go out like we did when we were kids, or maybe younger people. At least,
and that's my intent. Like, if we don't grab the young crowd for swingers, it's gonna die. We have to keep 100%. Up with it. We have to keep up with the times. We got to find a way to let people figure out how to enjoy themselves and
in respectful and see, I'm a believer in. You got to get it out of these people's heads that it's wrong.
Right.
I mean, and that's just a religious thing. I think that's because it's all bullshit. I mean, we had so much of that crap going on when, then from popes having kids to everything else, they were just nothing but generals and dictators, all they were. But I'm not into all that. I'm into, listen, like you said, I respect everybody. I want respect back. And do your thing, man, and don't judge. I don't judge anybody. First of all, I've been judged by a real one. That's rough, man. I'm telling you, that's a tough feeling. All right, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining.
I've really surrounded myself in this lifestyle. I have my own swing group, Beyond Lifestyles.
I want to join it.
I've got my own book about it, Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter.
We're going to talk about that after we talk about
General Manager of Secrets, Swinging Game, and I'm working on my own swinging cryptocurrency. So
two things we will attack this show.
All kinds of stuff that I've surrounded myself in this lifestyle to be a part of it.
Obviously, you love the lifestyle,
right?
Which I do too.
And I love the people. I really love the people.
I was just going to say when you get down to it, and I did a lot of study, and my girl and I, we did a lot of that, and both my wives, everybody, we all did. And what we found in that whole life, first of all, there's less divorce rates.
Right.
There's less disease rates or any kind of communicable diseases because everybody's responsible. Usually they're above average income people.
I would agree.
Thing. And when you get down to it and you take away any kind of judgments or looking or what, you'll be surprised at connections and friends, and then you travel together and you are and it's not just the sex. It's
absolutely not.
It's great. It's always in the back because it's in our heads anyway.
Right.
I mean,
no, it's not all about the sex. It's about the networking in the community that you're building, and the friends that I've met through this are lifetime friends.
Did you meet your girl through this?
Yes.
And how's that going?
So far, so good.
I'm not going to tell the audience how old she is, and he's a retired military man.
We already said she's 24. She's of age.
24
She's
years
of
old.
age.
She's oh no, of course. 20. I would never even. I don't even use that in joking.
Right?
That.
No,
but
absolutely
no. And listen, I like it. 24 is perfect.
24 is
even
perfect.
for 62, I think it's perfect.
Look, I'm having a blast, man. I can't lie.
Now, when is this virtual thing, and how can people find it? Besides, I'm gonna put everything in our links.
I'll have to send you something. I'll have to send you
because I want to let our audience. We're gonna talk about how to do that. Next thing, you got 2 projects. We already talked about your book, which I think is amazing, which I actually listened to.
Well, the book is
show the book.
Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter.
Can you give me the book?
Absolutely. There's only one Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter. You can find it on Amazon. And then Peter here, he remastered it, and it's a couple other places overseas.
Peter's
now
with
as well.
Publify, right?
Yes.
Publishing. He actually does my books too, so we're working on the whole things there. He's real good. Very, very. People should know that too. We'll put his information in the links below as well. Right. But here, this is pretty good. Nick and I listened to this thing the whole way to the club that time we went to the Naked podcast, and we pulled into the parking lot. And when you sit there and listen just until some part where you can stop?
Right.
That's what we did. So it was like, oh, okay. And then, and then of course, okay, what's going to happen now?
Right. It's a cliffhanger.
Yeah, well, because your wife, you didn't get along, then you did get, you try to get her into the lifestyle.
Right.
The whole way. And what really intrigued me is because as a coastie and on ships and watching wives and guys and everything happen, and there's a lot of, to be honest, even in the military lifestyle, they say there's a lot of swinging going on.
There is.
There you go.
Absolutely, there is.
He was 20 years. I was 8. It's just the nature of the beast. I think it's the adventurous people who join. It's also the separations at times and stuff like that. And I always tell people, no matter what it is, as long as you can communicate well with your spouse or whoever. And listen, about marriages, I was married twice and with a girl for 14 years. No hard feelings, nothing, friends, everything like that. All lifestyle, great. So it was never that. We never had an issue with the sex issues or anything. Obviously, the older you get, the less drama you like.
Right.
And you're going to learn that, I think. And I can't deal with it anymore. I just can't. Fuck that. Goodbye. Life's too short, man.
You got to be my piece at this point because I don't have time for that. I don't have time for the
20 years left, if I'm lucky. 82?
Right.
With my dick working, I'll take that
I'll
right
take
now.
It right
I'll
now.
sign the devil, man. Where is he? But so this book, give a rundown on the book. How it came about with Publify.
It is most definitely a what not to do book. I made a lot of mistakes. I am not the good guy.
Your business mistakes were actually very, very apparent in here.
Yep.
Were you in the Coast Guard?
I made some business mistakes in there as well, but a lot of relationship mistakes. I knew what I wanted. I just didn't know how to go about doing it. The communication, every time I tried to communicate with the wife, it was always a fight. So it led to a lot of situations that I couldn't believe that I was in, and I was writing them all down as they were happening. So I can look back on it now like, wow, I was really an asshole. I should have left my wife a long time ago, but I was really trying to hold on to.
It's nice that you committed. It's amazing how as we get older, you realize how stupid we were when we were younger. I often tell young people, when you're 20. You know it all.
Right.
When you hit 30, you look back and go, man, I was a stupid fuck at 20. When you hit 40, you look back and go, man, I didn't know shit at 30. When you hit 50, and you're not there yet, when you're at 50, you're going to look back and say, fuck, am I ever going to learn anything? I'm 62, so when I hit 60, it's like, fuck it, just live. Because, it's there's so much to learn. And the minute people stop learning or exploring, learning, doing, you're dead. I mean, I don't want to live. I love the adventure of what's coming next, adventures of business, going to clubs, trying to do. I often tell people as far as the swingers, because a lot of my friends, people know I do that, and they go, here's the one thing I never want to say in my life, and you'll understand it. People in the swinging life, even if you're not or don't want, just understand it. I never want to get older, maybe 75, 80, whatever, and be in the hospital.
Right.
Say the words, I shoulda. I should have tried that. I should have did this. I should have went here.
Oh, I'm all about it.
No,
Go
fuck
head first.
you. I will say, David, my brother, give me those pills. Kill me now. Or you know what I'm saying. I don't because I don't want to be a burden on anybody. We have, you know what I mean. I actually don't. I'm not gonna live like one of them. My dad died of Alzheimer's. I took care of it. It was one of the worst things. When I got out of prison, it was rough. And my 2 sisters died of cancer already. One at 49 and one at 56. And
life's too short. You gotta do it.
Man, I know it from firsthand knowledge. You do too. I'm sure.
So the book is really. I was trying to communicate with the wife. It wasn't working. I ended up getting a girlfriend, and then I introduced wife to girlfriend. It worked out for about 6 months or so, and then it blew up in my face.
I thought it was less than that, but maybe I'm just not
right. And then the timeline on there might be a little skewed for book purposes, but it was about 6 months of the happiest time of my life. That's when I realized I was probably more poly than I am swinger. Right. But then that happened. She kicked the girlfriend out. Then my wife got a girlfriend and then tried to leave me and ask for the divorce. So it was just, I was like, I can't believe this is actually happening. So that's the quick rundown, but there's so much more stuff that happened.
You can't get by without saying that word.
What's that?
You said poly.
Right.
Poly is what?
Polyamorous. So you basically have two loves, or there's different types of poly. Multiple, yeah.
Okay, what's pan?
Pansexual is when you
don't care who it is. Whatever.
You don't care if they're boy or girl or indifferent or what they identify as. No. You care about the person.
I don't either. Right. Personally, that's the way I feel in anything I do. I don't care if it's the dog we have. I don't want no rumors. What? There it goes. The rumors in it. No, guys.
That's what you just said.
No.
That's not what pan means. That's not what pan means.
No,
that's
bestiality. This is a book. I recommend it because this is one that I listened to. Actually, it's on an audiobook as well. So I listened to this. It's a great book. Really, especially if you're even intrigued about the lifestyle, because you're talking about a normal guy, a military guy, smart, intelligent, and how he navigated that system. Now you have I love the fact that you have the virtual world.
Right.
I mean, and I can tell you more than anybody in this room for sure, when you get old, sex is really between the ears. Because I can't even get an erection.
You're going to be a menace in this world.
Larry's going to be running around secrets doing the most.
Oh, I'm going to be on there all the time. You know that guy? Yeah, the guy with the tattoo. The guy with
I'm going to have to make sure your avatar is able to get your tattoos on there.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be dope. Great. So you're going to have full avatars?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. That's going to be pretty wild. I might like that. Okay, you also have a cryptocurrency.
Yeah,
now,
so that
I'm going to push back on her a little, so I hope you can answer.
I hope I can too, because it's new for me.
Because I'm not obviously I want the best for you, man.
Uh-huh.
You have a cryptocurrency. When you said to me before the show, because of the privacy of swingers clubs, which they are, and I appreciate that. I told you that story earlier. I was telling everybody about being seen in there, or recognized, worse.
Right.
But I don't care. Is cryptocurrency's got a bad name, or NFTs have a bad name. I wouldn't say cryptocurrency, but NFTs have a bad name, and that all happened because the influencers.
Right. The NFTs have taken a huge dip.
Big. Huge dip. Every one of them. I know Michael Francis. I know all of those guys, and some of them really losing bad reputation points because they're enticing people to get something that's not. Oh, an investment, it's going to guarantee, you never say that, obviously, with none of these people.
So I don't necessarily have a plan for NFTs. It's an option right now to buy digital real estate in the world, but you basically get advertising rights with it. So let's say Larry Lawton's podcast, you own a room now. I can build you out your own room. You can hold podcasts in the virtual world if you wanted to in your room. And outside, you'd get a banner that said Larry Lawton or whatever podcast. So for your however much it's going to be. I don't want to
Don't
price
set
quote.
prices yet.
Exactly. So however much it's going to be, if we gave it an NFT or you just paid in crypto, whatever it was, you'd still get that room to be able to advertise your stuff inside of the virtual world.
Are you going to limit that? Because a lot of my people will understand computers and what we're talking about. Will there be a limit? Like you can't have 1,000, 10,000 people having rooms and all that. I mean, wouldn't you burden your server, two, space-wise, everything else? I understand servers. Mm-hmm. Or wouldn't it be like, wouldn't a person get lost and not the value? In other words, let's say you said, okay, we're going to have 100 private rooms or 50 private rooms.
Right now,
and you charge more.
In the real world, we have 178 rooms total and 143 that we rent.
In secret.
In secrets, yeah. So it's being built out exactly how it was, but with that, I don't plan on stopping at secrets. So I'm going to go to other resorts. I'm going to go to other swinger places, and you'll be able to jump from one world to the other and be able to go to all of them.
Also, like when you start bogging down,
really well.
When you start bogging down one server, say you can only have 30 people in one. When you can only have 30 people in one, then you start having sub servers where you're like, hey, I'm on server A and B. Come to this one.
I haven't got that far yet.
But that one's full already. So you're not like destroying your server limits.
Right. I can only play that to my Call of Duty days where I select what server I want to be on.
Yeah. This is going back to my Minecraft days with my friends being like, oh, they only allow 10,000 people in that one,
right.
So you have to go to Australia's server and we'll meet up in there.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm taking that to.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So if you can hold 100 rooms in the world, you said, or is that just 100 rooms in the real world?
No, we have 143 that we rent. So
in the real world.
Exactly. So if I wanted to build it out exactly like it was, I could do that. But it's unlimitless because I'll go to another resort and I'll do it again.
Yeah. Or Morty, shut up. Or you can just say like, oh, once you walk through this area, you're gonna load through a loading screen, and then it's kind of like a new server, but in the same secrets.
I'll have to pick your brain a little bit afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you're speaking another language to me.
Oh, am I?
Oh, yeah,
okay. You were showing me some wild shit on your phone with the with the game and everything.
The designers are really killing it right now, so I'm very happy.
Are you doing it just through like did you throw an application out there to find the designers? Are you going through Fiverr? Or
it really fell into my lap, man. A guy came into Secrets and he said that he did AI stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you said you met a bunch of people.
Yeah, so he was trying to sell me AI, and then I ended up opening a business with AI stuff too. So I have chatbots for AI. I have businesses like if a Chinese restaurant wants their AI in their business, I can get them with a chatbot service. Dude. So then that went into my real dream is to build this virtual world. I was like, I know people that can do that too. So it all fell into place.
You got to get on like Kick when you start this.
It's already all paid for.
Kick live streaming.
Oh, Kick. I thought Kickstart. I'm sorry.
Not Kickstart. Morty, dude. Sorry about that, guys. We got a barking dog in there. I don't think you can hear him, but
Kick would be awesome.
Yeah, you need to start live streaming it and just like those things I showed you where I was like,
he's good.
Nah, he's beautiful.
Morty. He's like, this is my couch.
All right. Sorry about that.
We are talking about now live streaming his server on Kick.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Content with it.
He's gonna. Well, I said after the show.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you
I had to.
We've been working on this for a while. A lot of this, and we do this. I'm actually getting back into. I'm getting back. I have a Twitch account, which I didn't even know I have 1,200 people there. Nick goes, that's 100 people that's on Twitch.
Right.
He said a lot. Yeah. I had 1,200. I didn't even know it. Had no idea of it.
That's awesome. You gonna come up here?
Yeah, Morty. No, I'll get it. Okay. Come on. He had surgery on his back leg.
Okay.
Just chill.
Hey, Morty. Look at it. We got Morty in the house, everybody. People know. We call it the real deal because anything happens. Morty. Nick will take care of that. He will not bite you.
No, he's all right.
You want a treat?
Well, what it is like my mom will walk in.
Yeah.
People come in. We made the mailman here famous. Every day we used to do the show. Twice a week or something, 3 days. The mailman, 34-year mailman
Okay.
from New York, dreadlocks, the whole work. He'd come in, we'd hang, he'd smoke a joint, drink a beer. this is every day, man.
Right.
And the guy was just a great, and to this day, he now retired. He retired. And he lives right up the road. He walks by, still stops in,
That's
has
awesome.
a drink, and we hang out. You know what I mean? He's a real good dude. And and we call it that real for that reason, because what happens, happens. And we like it that way.
It's awesome.
You know. So you have the book.
Yep.
You have the crypto. Nick, did you get into his crypto?
No, not
Or
really.
You only got into the server?
Yeah, I started going.
Is the reason you have the
going
crypto
way too deep? So.
No, that's good. Is it the reason you have the crypto is because of the privacy of the server?
That has a lot to do with it. Yes, swingers don't like necessarily to run their credit cards.
I agree.
At secret.
I don't care at this point. But
Right. But there's a lot of options for privacy with it. There's a lot of ways for people to make money with it. So, I mean, even them buying the crypto and it being so low right now, it's just going to skyrocket with the amount of actual real world use that it will have.
Well, you know, I told you I had crypto experts on here. Matter of fact, you've ever heard of the coin Cardano?
I have not.
Cardano's a very big. It was the fourth largest coin.
Uh-huh.
I had it, made some money on it. There was no complaints there. And the people who were very big with the founder of it, he said, I can have him on my show. You know,
Now you have the founder of Kink Connect's coin on your show.
Is that what it's called?
Absolutely.
Is it King's Connect coin?
Kink Connect.
Kink. I got
was
to
gonna
show him
say.
that silver coin.
That's cool, dude.
That I have. I have a silver coin that was just given to me as a gift. 100% silver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it really?
That coin?
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
I know. I better go re-hide it.
I saw it.
I fully expect this to be like the community that we have likes privacy. The community that we have would love to be able to invest in something like that, to be able to use in the real world and the virtual world that I'm going to have. So
Only thing, and these are just hiccups that we're talking about, is in the crypto world, a lot of people don't know how it works. Even younger, like you.
You have to
educate.
We have to educate the group. But I have the largest platform for swingers to do that. I can throw a crypto party at Secrets and educate everybody at the same time. I can have them all download the app. I can teach them all how to do it and how to pay for things at the party.
Wait a minute.
And
While
also-
there's naked women running around, you're going to be up there saying, "Nah, I ain't
And
working."
also, it's not
Yep,
like
I promise
know,
you.
I know.
Promise you I
It's-
will.
it's not like you're trying to make them invest in the coin. You're just converting their money, right?
Well, both.
Or until they want to be like, I want to invest.
Correct.
But
But
for
Nick-
starters, so they're not scared.
Of
All you're
course.
doing is just converting your money into
teaching
his
them.
coin.
Because
so
why
you
would they
can
buy
pay-
that coin without knowing the value?
Well,
I know I could buy
no, they
Cardano
don't-
or Bitcoin.
Well,
or
no,
whatever.
Because I don't take it at
I was
the
going to
resort.
say that's the whole thing.
No, I know, but see, that can be dangerous. Just
No, that's the whole thing for him. Is if I'm scared of crypto,
Mm-hmm.
all you have to say is you're just converting your real money into in-game money. Simple
more or
as that.
less.
And now, if you get interested in it, then come talk to me, and you can.
100%. I agree with that. Hey, Moody.
So, and then they don't even have to buy the crypto, like he's saying. I'm going to create them a wallet in the virtual world. So they convert their money and then they just buy all the things in the virtual world.
From what? Morty, stop that.
It's like when you pay for your Apollo.
I was telling him about that earlier. I take the Cash App, just change it.
Right.
The reason I said is the reason though, Nick, is that's Bitcoin. That's number one.
But that's because they only do Bitcoin.
Right. Well, here's why. Obviously, we talked to some people about that. And being Bitcoin is obviously the number one. It's not going anywhere. There was such a scare that some of these and a lot of the big experts in the crypto space, I got into it pretty heavy. Made some good money. I lost probably $1 billion. Seriously. We have a friend here in this county who's worth 10 billion, 15, 20 billion maybe. Really. He bought Bitcoin at like $3 and he bought his whole 401k.
Wow.
Doctor.
I
Told
wish
us,
I would.
Mac, sitting at lunch here, we were at, was it Fridays? One of our lunch and dinner with our group. We have a bunch of group. Hey, you guys got to buy this. 10 years ago, what if 12 years ago? You got to get this. Yeah. You're fucking crazy. What the fuck is this? You want me to put, $100 grand or whatever, 10,
Right.
even 10. He put kept it. And I go on vacation with the guy.
Uh-huh.
I said to him,
You need to introduce me to the man, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need some investments.
Matter of fact, you come to the blow up party.
Okay.
I'll be invited. That's an invite only. Let you know, people know I'm taking that car. We already got you're going to sponsor it. That's how you're going to get there. But
Can't connect coin all over it.
yeah, no, we're gonna we have companies already wanting to do it. Obviously, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be all over the place. We're gonna machine gun it. He has a machine gun and license for it and all that. I can't be near it, but I am gonna put up. I'm gonna put up a barrier, Matt. So, and I'm gonna always stay on the side of the barrier.
Put you in a glass box.
Hey, wait a minute! I want to have fun in this. They better be air conditioned.
It's funny. It's funny.
Well, we're gonna take the car, run around it, runs, spin it. We looked into getting the tank to roll over it. You know, they have a tank.
Okay.
You can drive a tank with bulldozers and what's that other stuff you wanted to buy?
Termite or something.
Termite like explosives.
Termite.
Oh, it's gonna be a video, man. This is gonna.
I'm gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, we got somebody. Oh, I want in, and because it'll be an X amount, maybe 5 or 7. 10 tops we talked about. It won't be a couple of grand or something like that. Not crazy. But I tell you what, that car's blowing up. We're bringing a tow truck company.
Okay.
Get it off his property.
Right.
We're thinking of putting.
It's not going to be moving.
We're going to be putting like maybe a
big
mannequin
paperweight
in there and shoot and see if the bullet will kill him. You know, then inspect it.
Oh, it's going to kill him.
Yeah, it's mowing through it. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna say, I
fireworks.
think it's gonna be cool. We're gonna try different things. So if you have ideas, come on. Maybe we'll bring a couple of the girls from Secrets. And we'll do something. We'll
okay,
have
I can do
coming
that.
up with a lot, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna air July 4th. Obviously, great, and we're gonna do it like towards mid to end of June.
Okay.
And then we have 2 weeks, good at it, and then. It's gonna go wild. It's gonna go nuts. We're really doing a lot of research. You see the board with all the shit we got there?
Yeah. Oh, that's off to blow up the car?
That's all for a lot of things, man. There's a lot of stuff up there, man. So people think this is easy. It's not.
Right.
But you got that. You have the crypto. I love the idea of the privacy. Not for me. I mean,
right.
But if you're a 30-year-old guy, or you're
trying to bring your
church
secret
guy,
lover,
whatever bullshit you are, and you
trying to bring your secret lover to Secrets.
Yeah.
It's I just don't why everybody gives a shit. It kind of like, I don't know if you know the internet pretty well. Do you know Adam 22 from No Jumper?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, Adam 22 is you know him, Nick. Of course, Nick knows the internet. He has a pretty big show, a station, and he does like a hip hop and. Well, he also had his wife say, Nick, would it be a porn star?
She's a porn star, yeah.
Her name is Lana, right?
Okay.
Lana the Plug, they call it. When I've heard that, I thought, plug up the ass.
Right.
But anyways, Lana, and they'll have sex there on stage, do everything and stuff. Well, people are talking, oh, he's nothing but a cuckold. So? Like, who cares what he is?
Right.
I mean, I could give a... Good. I like to watch. I'm a voyeur. I'm an exhibitionist, a voyeur. You name it, I'm it. So my point was, who cares? Why is everybody... Like, that's a bad thing. I think we, as a society, put these thoughts into people, and then they run with them like they're gold. If you look back in history in your time, and I know you and I was on a ship, so I was always reading, and you talk about the ancient Roman days and Greek days, the shit they were doing, they were giving boys away if you won a tournament. Like there was some sick shit that we think are sick now. I guess back then it was like a normal thing. So I look at that and say, I get it. I can't do anything that has to do with taking advantage of anybody, whether it's an elderly person or a kid. That's just that's my shutdown point.
Right.
What two adults consenting do in this room or your seat, and I could care. In fact, I want to watch. You know what I mean? It's too many people judging people. Like my point with that was, and I had an argument on a show about that. I says, once you judge someone, you're saying you're better than them. Once you look at them and judge them, he's a piece of shit. Look what he's doing.
Right.
You're judging them. You're saying you're better than that person.
And then, you know what? That's what I really love about Secrets is that it's pretty much, for the most part, it's a judge-free zone. Everybody's pretty much on the same scale.
100%.
Everybody's naked already. So
Nobody cares who you fuck.
Nobody cares. And
I I watch it, the windows, this. I do it. I go around. I love it all. Listen, there's things about that place. Well, first of all, myself personally, obviously, I'm on meds and all that. I can't get diseases and this. Just because when you're in group sex, you do anything, you better be on the right. I am. So...
I've been doing this for 15 years and always wear protection.
Right.
Never been burned.
Protection, no. I use PrEP. If that's a PrEP, it's a thing so you can't get HIV.
Right.
You can't get CERT. Listen, I never had a disease in my life, Mac. Listen, I'm talking about a Coast Guard dude who was in Micronesia,
Right.
Philippines, doing the craziest shit in the world, and I never even had crabs. Is there something wrong? I mean, maybe I'm just got a good immune system. I'm thinking.
I don't mean luck of the draw for that one, but like I said, I've
really?
been doing this for a while. I've always maintained being safe and making sure I have
Do you use
condoms.
condoms?
Absolutely.
I don't. See?
Oh, in an orgy, absolutely. Well, I don't use with my girl or with my girlfriend. Like if people that
I know
people
you
that I trust, but orgies, lifestyle parties, I don't even eat pussy. I'm not even eating random pussy.
Yeah, and I do everything.
I'm not.
And
Well, I'm
yet-
not. I'm also not 62 yet. Give me a.
Yeah. He's right. Waiting 62. Tell me
Yeah,
that.
I don't give a fuck.
Matt goes, what?
Bring it over here.
Condoms? What's that? I ain't used a condom since I was 40. It's going to happen. I mean, I really wasn't a condom anyway. I just didn't like the feel. But I get it. And it's funny. It's because you do. The older you get, it's like, was that really a big fucking deal?
Right.
And you realize it's not. You know, I mean, when you really look at the big pictures, what another person does. You know, there's 7 billion people on this earth. I don't care how big you get, social media, anything in this world, we're nothing. We are a speck on a fucking piece of furniture that's the size of this house. And we're the tiniest piece of dust. Nobody knows, nobody cares. There's 7 billion people. You think anybody in China and this place knows anything about what we're doing?
Right.
We got to take our little world, enjoy it, mold it like you're doing. I think good for you. I'm proud. I'm happy to see that and proud of you if you can
Thank
say
you.
that. I love when people do things that they
Passionate about.
You're,
and stuff
you're
like
at your prime. See, I was in prison on my prime. I went to prison at 34 and I got out at 46. You're what, 40? You said?
Yep.
40 years old. Man, you're such good prime, and I love it. I mean, I'm making up for mine. I'm still in my prime, but I think it's great to see people, and I hope you inspire others that watch or listen to the show to do your thing. I mean,
Be happy, yeah.
be happy, man. Don't worry about what that guy thinks of you or that, because I really don't. And if somebody says, I was like, go fuck yourself. You're not paying my rent. I
Right.
don't give a shit. You don't do any. What do I give a fuck about you? And I don't mean that. Everybody who knows me will tell you, Larry will respect you, but respect him back. And you think you're better because he's a swinger. Yeah, so maybe your mother was a swinger. I won't get that way, but I could. But, I mean, I just don't like to get. I'm just like I've learned also, Mac, is to just leave, like walk away. I don't want to. Listen to some people. You don't want to be around. You don't.
If I let them affect my mood, then they won.
And they won.
Right. So I won't let them affect my mood. I have a great community behind me. I have great people around
You
me
do.
that are lifestyle like minded. That are support me, follow me, and want to build this dream with me too. So to care that
And there's
somebody
enough
else.
room.
Yeah, exactly.
There is
to
enough
care
room.
that somebody else doesn't think that I'm,
Up to their
to their standards or whatever doesn't faze me at all.
I just did a video on Karens yesterday. That's what it reminded me, because I like to go fuck yourself. Can you imagine living with one of those?
No,
I'd be up for murder. I'm sure they catch me on a few. But I just think it's great what you're doing, and I'm happy to see you doing it. To be honest, because I don't see many people. I do see people. Things happen in these clubs or whatever, and a lot of times, Mac, though, I hate to say this, it's an older guy like me who does it, and I'm glad it's a younger guy like you. Not only because your energy and your vision and you could see it so you're a good interviewer. You're actually exuberating. You love what you do,
Absolutely.
and that to me is very important, because I know I could do it, and then. I'm at 60 again. Fuck it, I'm going to the Keys. Where Matt saying, "No, I got the." You were really headstrong, and to have a 40-year-old, normal, I say normal, retired military, got a good background, taking this course, showing people that it is there, because I really believe in, let's say a little bit, another 10, maybe I'll see it, maybe I won't. it's going to be totally normal. I mean, it's just it is
Social
to me
media.
now.
Social media has completely changed the way swinging is operated. You can throw a rock on Facebook and find a swinger party. Basically now, everyone's advertising them and
It's
stuff.
absolutely. I have a few. I hate to say. There's gangbangs
Right.
and this and whatever's your fancy. I tell people.
Yeah, you can find it now.
And you know what? I'm glad they're there, so people don't have to go to the,
Back alley of somewhere.
right, exactly. And now they're in a drug infested
But there's an
area.
app for that. Just in
There
case
is an
that's
app
what
for
you're
that,
into.
yes.
Yeah.
There's an app for that too. Back alley shit from the 30s. What, Nick? You're 20. How old? 26.
26.
What do you think of swinging it?
I went to the Secrets when we did the naked podcast.
We did also one
was
other
pretty
time.
cool.
We stopped in there.
Yeah, for the party thing.
That you had
Yeah.
a party there. You told me go there one night. It was pretty
Sounds
good.
like something I would say.
Yeah, you said no. It was a good night. I went there.
But yeah, it was cool. Nobody was like trying to put me in a box, you know,
Right.
and
'cause,
kidnap me.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I was just like, oh, this is way more normal than I thought it was gonna be. You know, it was just normal. You
I
know,
like walking the windows.
You know,
I was
it's
like,
hard
that's
for
why.
me. It's hard for me as the GM to like work there all nights too, because I am a swinger and I want to participate, but I
Sure.
can't. And everybody's just like, "Come on, Mac!" They're like dragging you into the rooms. They're like, "No, I can't."
Oh, I
Please
can. Don't ever hire me. I'm telling you that now.
No, I know, I
Publicly,
can't.
don't ever hire me because I'll be in the
That's
room.
the hardest part about my job. So I do most of my work during the day, and then I try to cut out of there at night and go do my own thing. But
That's a good question. As the manager there, do you play there?
absolutely not.
Never.
Never. It's not worth my job. The thing you don't want to have happen is, the GM is having sex with everybody on social media. All right, so I can't. It's just bad business.
Can you disclose a place you would go?
Casa de Mac. I live 10 minutes down the road.
Well, tell me when it's open. I'm going. Is it open 9 to 1?
Yeah, no shit.
No,
It's
good
my
for you.
my house. Like I have some really good friends that I've met around here, and I have a little pool. My jacuzzi's always popping. I
Yeah,
have a
naked
great
running
time.
around. Good
Yeah.
for you. See, I have a couple friends who did that, and I like that. I like it because it's comfortable. You drink it.
My little 24-year-old girl brings some other of her friends around, and I'm
Mac,
like, "Yo,
come
this
on,
is-
you do have my
this
number.
is amazing."
You have my number, Mac. I do use Trimix.
Right.
He knew right away what I said. Trimix is great.
I've never done that.
Once you do it, you'll never go back.
I'd hope not.
That's
to
a
have to.
sponsor I'll take. All kidding aside, I say it and I'll say it again.
Your ad reads just go off the chart
Oh,
after you just get their
No,
sponsor.
it's unreal. I've had the longest I've ever had is a 11-hour hard on.
Jesus
Sounds
Christ.
But now wait a
painful.
minute. I call doctors.
What'd you do
I'm
with
not an
it?
idiot either. The average I'll have is about 5 hours. And I call my urologist friend and stuff. I said, "Hey," he goes, "Larry, that's good. It takes about 24 hours for preacism, which is the bending it, where you can damage with dead blood cells because your penis."
Look,
But they said to wait 12 hours, Mac, in the hospital.
if I could tell anybody anything about this, Trimax, stop flushing them down the toilet. Like
You can't flush. Oh, the needles?
the needles, I have.
Are you
I have
kidding
so
me?
many problems with these stupid needles at Secrets.
And it's all Trimix. I'm sure they're not doing other
Oh
drugs.
yeah, absolutely. Stop. Just
Put little
stop.
tampon boxes.
Those two. Just
Like
put them in the
you know,
trash.
hazard
Yeah,
tampon
you know what's
boxes.
funny? I have a special holder. You're gonna laugh at this, Mike. I have a cigar holder. It's it's for 2 cigars. It fits 2 needles, perfect. I load the needles. I have a cigar.
Here we go.
No, I have a cigar container, and it's a cigar thing.
Locked and
No, I
loaded.
got it. Yeah.
And it's
Locked
just
and loaded.
And all kidding aside on it, I don't need it. I don't. But when I want to go for
A long haul, right?
a orgy or anything like that, absolutely. And it's I can ejaculate 3 times on it. It's great. I'm telling you, after 5, 6, 7 hours, you get a little, whoa, don't touch that. So, but it goes down. They even have a needle to take it down if you have
Here's my thing. I don't do that. I don't take pills or anything, but I do last a long time through. I'm a vegetarian now. I
You
meditate.
weren't back then, I don't think, were you?
I've been a vegetarian now for about a year. So I'm vegetarian now. I watch what I eat. I meditate. Great. I sleep. I'm sleeping a lot, but I do take sleeping medicine because I just from the Navy, just up and down all the damn time. I haven't been able to sleep, but I take sleeping medicine. But that's about it. And I am somewhat of a pro when it comes to sex at this point. Like I can come when I want. I can come 2 or 3 times. I can call upon my energy when I need to.
You know what that is?
It's all in your head. Absolutely. If you can keep your mind quiet, you know, and just focus energy on different aspects, and that's a whole nother podcast maybe.
It is a podcast about what you would think. I don't think about sometimes the person I'm with. I don't mean that to be fun. You know,
no, absolutely.
It could be about a situation that really excited me very, you know, and I'm very good at that too, control. But that other stuff, I can like go for ever.
That's crazy.
I mean, and ever. And I never needed any. I still don't.
Right.
I don't like the pills because I'll take occasion, but they give you a headache. And my urologist told me, actually, Larry, the best thing on the market, period, ever, is Trimix. He goes,
I don't like needles.
See, don't be one of those. Coasty, you can't be a pussy now.
I'm not being a pussy.
Come on, you can't be a pussy.
I can't imagine. When I have my vasectomy, they put that needle in my sack, I pass right the hell out.
Oh, man.
I was like, I don't like this at all.
But Matt, can you ejaculate and then get it up right away?
Yes, I can ejaculate
right away.
Keep it up.
Wow, okay, then you're pretty good.
It's power.
That's power.
It's power.
Yeah, you got me, buddy.
That's power.
Did that happen when you made Chief? People who understood that one.
Oh, shit.
It's funny because, you know, I used to hang on the Jarvis. If you were in E6, you could go to the Chief's Lounge, you know, they let you, you know, stuff like that. And I was running the deck for my chief. You know, we had a radar man who was the warrant. We threw him at it. You get the fuck up. Go to your stateroom because you didn't even know how to tie a fucking knot. Right. Literally didn't know how to tie a knot. But they gave a radar man, the bosun, you know, for a warrant bosun. Mm-hmm. Mac, it was funny as hell. This guy, I swear, what was his name? We used to throw him off the deck. The chief and I were both, get off the deck. Literally, because you're going to hurt somebody. Right. You're going to open your mouth, someone will look at you even. You couldn't buy a fucking knot. Literally, the captain was a bosun. I think I told you that. Our captain on our boat was a Mustang.
Okay.
He was a chief bosun. Mm-hmm. So he becomes a captain, 30 years.
Jesus.
Full pistols on his hips, shooting sharks. Crazy. But he hung out with the chief and me, and we go drinking together. And got really close. I was invited to his actually retirement of Coast Guard party. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we went into Pearl Harbor. We're fighting Navy ships because we're the senior ship. He's a full bird. The only Navy ships that have full birds is aircraft carriers. And in Pearl Harbor, or maybe battleships. But in the Navy, in Pearl Harbor, there's only one dock an aircraft carrier can go to. So how it works in the military, you would know probably, is when you go into a port, whoever's the senior person who flies the flag, our captain was always senior every port we went in, and they have to move their boats away from we had the best berth, right next to the commissary, right next to the bar. Automatic. I get all the crew together and say, we're fighting. You know, we're going to fight. You know what I mean? You know what happens in the bars. Go in there and fight.
Yeah, I did my turn in the shore patrol area.
I'm sure. Oh, man, I used to appoint them. So I said, they're coming back to this ship.
Right.
That was my directive to my guy, because I appointed all the MPs and MESCO. I said, you port tells you how many MPs you have to.
Right.
I said, okay, you guys, come on, one night, you got these guys, 5 guys. Nobody leaves. They come right back to the ship. I don't care if you have to fight somebody or you just get me there. I'm bringing them back to the ship, you know, because then we'll take care of them. We don't want nobody to take care of them. Then they really have to go to USCMJ. We would just say, what happened? They kicked their ass.
Right.
But anyway, that's, you know, so I got to understand the system very well doing what we did. So you have the book, you have the cryptocurrency, you have the, obviously, the whole virtual world. I think it's really amazing. What else you got?
That really sums up what I'm doing right now. I've really immersed myself in the lifestyle. I think it's enough. I think, the book, like I said, you had Peter in here. We turned that into a script proposal too. So I'm hoping to make that into a movie.
Yeah, I did that. Got offers and everything else, but there weren't enough. I only want to take an offer for my book from a mega. I want a mass budget. I've seen too many low end movies and low end series. Nick and I watched a few, and I know the people. So it's,
Well, then hook me up with, send me to those people too, because I'm willing to take some offers.
oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I've took many. I've took TV shows and turned them down. A lot of TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get offered almost monthly a TV show,
Oh wow.
and they're not paying. They don't pay as much. It's cable. I can go on. I'll tell you that business. I know you need any advice, you just call me, and we'll go for a drink. But because I know the industry very well, and I have people in the industry. I introduced him to have people, executive producers, the biggest shows in LA.
I need that kind of smoke. Yes, I would love to get my
Oh yeah,
script
you know, like
proposal in front of people.
JJ and these guys. These guys are legit. They've been in the business 30, 40 years.
I'll give you my script proposal, and maybe you can send an email out to some
Absolutely.
people.
I could definitely do that. Matter of fact, he's pitching for Netflix now, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah. Netflix is a good one if you get that. But again, a lot of people just got to watch it. A lot of people.
Netflix takes your rights.
Yes. And a lot of them destroy you in ways you don't know, and it comes back
But
and haunts you.
if it's enough money, you
Right,
can take
exactly.
my rights.
Exactly.
yeah.
Take
You
my
can
asshole. I don't even care what
rights,
you
yeah.
take.
The money and on top of that, the book sales that I think that it would generate would be.
Oh, for
insane.
sure.
You know, it's
yeah.
not even. You see, I have a bestseller, and I can't even tell you how many books. My first order, 3,000. I think 5, 7, about 7, 8 reorders of my book, and they're good. There's no question, and it's still working. I don't even have an audiobook, and I should. People still will discuss that, but I don't think it's that. I think it has to portray. I want a really good budget movie because I know a cheap budget, where they cut it, and how it could really affect the movie.
Right.
And it's not just getting, yes, of course, the right directors and that's where the money. See, but people don't understand when you get a budget. Let's say you got a $10 million budget. Today, that's nothing. $10 million budget. How many actors you think you're going to get with any name or power? You might get a few that will accept maybe $1 million, and your budget's done. Then real production, people have no idea how many people are on set and everything, how it works, and permits and everything, and legal fees and everything. So obviously, when you sell movies, just to give people a little hit, you actually sell yours, as you should do. What you do is you say, okay, I'm going to sell 49% of this. So investors who come in, they're first to get repaid. So let's say you raise $10 million. You own 51% of this book. Now you're going to get rid of 49%. So now you need to raise $10 million. You raise the $10 million with that 49%. Now, how it works is all those people, most of them will give you the money because they believe in the project more than because they're rich people that just don't give a shit. I'm not going to get $100,000 off someone who can't afford it. Get off $100,000 a guy don't give a shit. And there's a lot of them. We know them. So then you get them to put up the money, and when the money comes in, they get paid back first, period. And then you make your split, whatever your split is, 60-40, 30-70, whatever it is, that's how it works. And they know they're going to get some money back. Okay, I could lose some, but I love the project. I like Mac. I like Larry's story or whatever. So, my son was in jail. My son was whatever, Navy, Coast Guard, whatever. Doesn't matter. So there's a bunch of reasons you'll do that way. And you still own it, so you still have say. You can't outbuy me on the movie. And here's where the money comes from. Most people don't notice. It comes from a lot of overseas sales and after sales of your streaming services. That's where it's big. Now you could go direct to cable or direct to Netflix or direct to something like that. Then it's a set price and you're not going to make much money. But it's good. It can never hurt. But a shitty movie can hurt, and I don't want that ever to be my legacy.
Right.
Oh, a shitty movie. It's there. The movie's there. Content's the story. It's a true story. The whole thing.
Right.
So
yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know, 100%. I love true stories. So when you hear that, and I would go to see that movie, because see how they portray it.
Right.
And
see what they had to cut out.
Listen, well, no, not in today's world, because again, it's internet. They can go right to internet.
China.
Who?
You have to sell to China. They're gonna still cut it out.
No, it's
If
Korea.
you're making-
Korea.
No, if you're making a movie, you have to abide by China's.
He's
You
fucking.
do.
You know what he's talking about?
No, that is the truth.
He's
That is
talking about-
real.
look,
that is so real, though.
You know what he's talking about, right?
Everyone has.
You
to,
ever watch South
but
Park?
not something like this.
Yes.
You know what South
That's
Park
just
is?
not
I do.
going to be.
You know who Disney
a
is in
China
South
thing.
Park? Mickey Mouse. They make him the villain.
Okay.
That's what he's doing. He's talking. He's fucking because
No, I'm talking
we watch
about-
fucking South Park all day, and he starts quoting that shit.
No, but really, if you're a mainstream movie, you have to abide by China.
No, you don't.
Yes, Marvel. Yeah, it's a joke for South Park, but it's a joke in a real.
You tell me what we have to
setting,
do,
Larry.
go about China. Give me
Well,
one.
for one, we
don't
haven't-
just say it off the top of your
No,
head.
for one, we haven't had Mephisto, who's the devil in Marvel, because you can't have the devil betrayed in China. And that is a real thing.
That
you can look
is
that
not
up.
true. You can have
look
two
it up.
versions, Nick. But
You can
they're
look
not
it
going to
up.
make a movie around China.
Okay.
Fuck
We've
Yes,
got,
they
we've got
are.
plenty of devil movies, though.
Yes, they are.
There's plenty of devil movies, though.
In Marvel, like there's
Yes,
big
I don't know about
ones.
Marvel,
well, I'm
but-
saying if you're like a huge company like Marvel marketing
Oh.
to China and all of those other places, you can have indie movies about devil-like
I
creatures.
don't think
yeah.
Marvel's
Devil Wears Prada.
Marvel's not going to pick up my book.
No.
Yeah. They might
That would
throw
be
you
great.
in. They might. They're,
Boy, if they
they're
did-
picking
if
a
they
lot of
If
stuff
they
up.
made I would definitely be the villain.
They're picking a lot of stuff up.
Oh man, if they pick up your book, I'm going to that one. That'd be a really good one. So now, how can people go, and what are the schedules, or like with what you do with the Secrets? It's in Kissimmee, Florida, right on 192.
If you follow Secrets Hideaway on social media or whatever, you'll definitely be able to see the projects coming up.
If they Google it,
You guys are really
there's only
good.
one Secrets Hideaway.
You guys are really good at boosting your ads, or like you don't even look at it or anything, and I see the ads, like the girl walking
I
around.
no,
did-
because I signed up.
I
Yeah,
did
probably.
get in. I did, light a fire under my social media guy to make sure
Well,
that
I
we were
see
doing
him.
that.
Good for you, Mac. Yeah.
So
you got to
we've-
stay on them.
We've come a long way in our social media. We're doing really good. But if you follow that at all, you'll see the upcoming events. You'll see the token. You'll see the virtual world and stuff like that. You can get the book right now on Amazon. So
Your book is right on Amazon. Right?
Yeah,
It's
so
called
and
Sex, Chicken, and Cocoa Butter.
yeah, absolutely.
Cocoa butter?
So the story behind the book, the story behind the title, I was getting myself in a lot of sticky situations. And
You can't just say that to this audience who's listening.
I
you were
had-
in trouble with the wife. You were in trouble with the police. You were in trouble with the military. What was it?
I was in.
Come on, Mac. You got to tell it.
I was stationed. No, I'm good. I was stationed in Jacksonville. I had a duty in Pensacola, and my wife didn't want my girlfriend to come down there. Basically, I got into an argument with my girlfriend, and she came down there anyways. My wife was surprising me by coming down there, but I had my girlfriend there, so I had to rush her out. And she was like, "Mac, the room smells like sex, chicken, and cocoa butter. She's gonna know I was here." I was over there making sure the pillows, there was no trace of her or whatever. And she was like, "Mac, no, just stop. There's." Because I have my
I love it, though.
my girlfriend.
I can see you
My
panicking.
girlfriend.
Oh, my
I
God.
was like, oh my god, she's coming, and we had just went out to eat, and she had just showered, and we had just had sex, and so she was like, Mac, just the room smells like sex, chicken, and cocoa butter.
Back
She's
shots.
gonna know I was gonna. Hit.
Straight back shots.
All right.
So it's a play on words on the trouble that I was getting myself into.
Okay, that's a good question for the audience because I always think how an audience is going to look at something.
Right.
With like you, how did you end up breaking up with your wife and not going with your girl? Is it,
Yeah. So I got orders to Spain again, and I told my wife at the time because we were already separated. I said we can, and this is the cliffhanger of the book, so you don't get that by reading that. But I got orders to Spain, and I said, listen, when you come to Spain with me, we can be a family. We'll start over. But you got to sell the house because I can't afford 3 places to live. And she was like, no, I don't want to. And I was like,
You
well,
didn't want it either, did you?
I mean, I would have. I wanted my kids. I wanted my wife. I wanted my
But
things.
would
you
have you
know.
been happy looking back now?
Looking back, no, I should have divorced her way before that. Way before that.
Everybody, even myself, was divorced twice.
Right.
And I'm friends again. With money was it's you always say, why'd you wait or why'd you do,
Right.
Obviously, all
I tried to hold on for the kids. They were,
and that
whatever.
never works.
No, absolutely not. But
Oh,
that,
you have
but
a
that was
relationship
that
with
was
your kids?
Absolutely, yeah. I moved down here to be with my kids. That's why I took this job too. They're close. I'm actually
they know
going to
what
a
you do?
graduation. Oh yeah, I have a full book out. Yeah, they know everything.
I know.
Yeah,
What I'm asking is how did they accept things? And
They know their daddy's crazy.
How old
They
are
know.
they?
18 and 16.
Oh, perfect. They're 18. They know what's going on. 16 does too. So you can.
Yeah.
Are they boy, girl, or
2 girls. Yeah, no.
Wow, a boy would be easy.
Yeah, no shit.
Listen, when you hit 21,
Yeah,
here,
come on
in here, kid. Let me show you off.
What? You're out of pocket today, dude. First the dog comments.
My kids can't come to my job. Absolutely not. Never.
No, I know. So how did it go? You just, at that point when you got your duty stage, did your girl go with you?
No. Actually, I met my second wife in Spain, and I forgot.
Well, come on, don't hide this.
I forgot about the other girl, and I ended up writing a second book. So
wait, question. So you left your wife. Did you leave her over the other girl?
no, I left her because she didn't want to come to Spain with me.
Okay. I mean, you had your issues before she went with the girl. So did you get caught in that situation with the cocoa butter?
No. I had because I was in Spain. The girl was already in.
No, you said the wife was coming.
That was with the first. That's in that book.
Well, okay. In this book, did you get caught with the cocoa butter?
No.
So you never got, she said, oh, forget it, man.
No, I didn't get caught. No, I didn't get caught.
Did you ever get caught red-handed?
Absolutely. All the fucking time. I was a horrible liar. Horrible liar.
Did you ever get caught in the act?
Absolutely.
Walked in on you?
100%.
Did she, I mean, would it have been great if she just joined and that was the end of it?
God, yes, that would have been great.
No,
I'd probably still been
found out
married.
a lot of women, obviously a lot of women
right.
And a lot of men, women.
It was just at the beginning, it was all lies, and because I could never talk to her about sex, it was always a fight, so it was always lies. She found out that I had her in the house. She found, it was just,
was she cheating?
Bad. Was she? No, she would never. No.
I love guys who say, "Not my wife."
No, she wasn't. Towards the end, she fell in love with another girl. Okay. But it wasn't cheating. I knew about her. I accepted her, but at the end, it was bad. But
how are your kids with the wife too? Are they good with her?
They're in their teenage years and they live with their mother.
They hate both their parents.
They hate both of them. They love me because I just keep sending them money.
Yeah,
I'm the dad that just, Dad, can I have?
Oh,
yes,
boy,
baby.
on this one.
Yeah. So I'm always the good fun parent, but they're not. They don't always see eye to eye with their mother right now.
So you get So you didn't get divorced over them. So you left your wife. You're done. Now you're like, are you at a good place in life now? Is this what it is? I mean, marriage-wise, you're not married, right?
When you met me, you met Carol. That was the Brazilian girl.
Oh, that was your girl?
That was my wife.
I didn't know she was your wife that day.
Yep, that was my wife.
Wow, did I say anything out of pocket?
Absolutely not.
If I did, let me know.
She was absolutely gorgeous. So I know all the time.
I'm surprised I didn't say anything out of pocket. Nah, I remember they were two nice people. Yeah, very nice women.
So and she got a lot of comments when I was reading your comments on the Naked Podcast.
You have no idea any other sites.
Yeah. So yes, I told her that she had to get a job and stop doing some extracurricular activities, and she left. So then I found my 24-year-old.
She just left because you told her she had to go to work.
Yeah,
pretty much.
See, she blamed it on wanting me to be happy and blah blah blah, but it was really.
Yeah, trust me, I know. So and now you have a 24-year-old.
Yep.
How'd you meet her? I'm asking the good questions. People want to know that. Well, how does a manager of a swingers club meet a girl?
I fired her from the resort. I fired her.
Wow! Did I open a Pandora's box?
Yeah, I fired her, and then I asked
her.
For?
You can't say fire her without telling us.
She was just a pain in the ass, I guess. She wouldn't. But
I
like that feisty shit.
I know why you got caught.
I like that feisty shit, so I took it on board.
He said, "You're fired."
Since I'm not allowed to date employees, you're fired.
Exactly.
More not that. Kind of, but not really. Kind of, but not really.
Kind of. She's hot. She's being.
You're fired.
You're fired. Now I can date you. You want to go to dinner?
My shift's over at 8.
My shift is done.
I'm getting at it early today. Your shift's done now. Jesus. Mine's over at 8.
Here we go.
Where's Morty?
Similar, but not exactly like that.
And are you at that? I mean, I always ask somebody at 40. This is a question I like to ask because you're at that really prime age. You really are. Mm-hmm. Again, one of these ages that I fucked up. But where do you see yourself now in 5 years, 10 years, and then 20 years?
God, would love to answer that question. I believe that this crypto is going to absolutely change my life. So with this and the virtual, I'm going to go back to school so that I can do the virtual world stuff because I have my post G911 bill. So the next couple of years, I'll probably
use it for it.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go back to school to do the virtual reality world too, so I can change things myself and manage it and know what I'm talking about when I do it.
Nick, he can teach you.
So I'm doing that for the next couple of years, but I'm really putting my investment and my trust in
yourself,
in myself, and making that work.
I like that.
Yeah, I like
it.
So you know that.
If it all goes by itself, it's all virtual. I don't really have to do a lot, right? So then I'm
wrong there, Nick. He's laughing. Wait.
No. But I mean, as far as
maintenance,
people running it for me and doing like I'll have a staff that
I will. You got to manage the staff,
huh?
You get a staff,
right?
Like you have,
right? I do
100 people, whatever you got over there. You got to manage them,
and I can do that.
That's hard.
He's literally a manager.
Listen, Mac,
like,
I get
he's
it.
a
You know what I'm
manager.
getting at?
I've been doing it for 20 years.
Mac, let me tell you something.
He's a manager, though.
I'm sitting here, okay? Company, podcast, YouTube, cigar company.
Right.
It's more work than I even thought. And I was a businessman my whole life.
But were you a manager?
Huh?
But were you a manager?
Of course I was a manager. It was the mob. I had my crew.
Just
they
a
listened.
businessman.
No, they listened.
Exactly.
Or they were in trouble.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it does. Sometimes you sit back and you say to yourself, like fuck this, I'm retiring, you get a pension, you get medical, you get all the shit. You got to at what point? Now, me, I won't ever retire. I don't see it. I just, you know what I mean? I can see myself doing what I want more.
Right.
But retire, I'm not the kind of guy that's sitting fucking reading the paper.
I'm not, but I've never had that option either. Right. So I'll probably sit down and read the paper for a little while and then get back to work. I've never sat still.
Your personality, especially military guys,
right.
Ex-military. All my buddies who retired, I told you 3 of them, E9s.
Right.
One's running a harbor in Massachusetts up there. Like literally, he's the harbor master now. He was the head of the station. Now he's the harbor master after he retired. Another guy, Rocky, he was in Kentucky and he was running a cable business. Like he ran cable boat, buoy tenders, table boats. He's E9. He did that. And the other guy was E9. He did medical. I was telling you something like.
Got to do something, man.
Yeah. So I think he got 3 pensions now.
I feel like, to answer your question, I'm investing in myself in this right now, and I want to see where this goes.
Yeah, it's 5 years. What about 10?
I'm at 50. Hopefully, my girlfriend will be 34. Jesus.
Mac, that's 16.
No, I know.
It's not a lot.
It's good. I'm just having fun with it.
It really is.
Yeah, right.
I would date her. Now, that's a little longer. So now you're at 22. 60, 38.
I'm going to have to show you some pictures after this.
Oh, you do? Can we put them up? Nick goes, give me send me that. But, and then, again, I always say long 20, because where do you see, how do you see yourself evolving to the retire? I hate to say retirement, or the ages, you're already there, which I like. To not give a fuck, to kind of, you've done your coast school, you did. You're very mature, even 40-year-old. I hate, if there is that. Because you've been around, you've done things, you're running clubs, you're in the military for 20 years, and I know what that entails. And then,
Yeah, I had 300 sailors under me at one time.
Oh, yeah. I had 70 as an E6.
Right.
60, no, I had, 60, 3/3.
It's been
2 seconds,
it's been
3/3, 2 seconds, and
it's been quite a road trip for me.
Yeah. Oh man, if you had 300, man,
Anytime you do nuclear security, there's hundreds of sailors. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. My nephews were both on subs. One was on a Trident. One was on a. He's getting a job actually.
So I think managing his tech team will be just fine.
Get it.
I just think I don't want him to bite
nuclear people.
Only
Oh, they were rocks. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
All fake. It's all fake. Not to. Sometimes, and I'm a big. One of my faults is I take on more than I should. Just who I am. I can't sit still. I'm ADHD out the fucking ass. Everything else you want to go with that, and I like it. I actually like controlled chaos, if you want to call it that. I always say I think. Better when things happen. You're under the gun. You got things to do. it's something about my nature, maybe from New York, or maybe it's just the Coast Guard. I went in at 17, so I think of that about, why did I, instead of just sitting back a little bit, fuck it, I don't give a shit. So.
I'm having fun. Whatever it is, I'm gonna be having fun. Because I love what I do right now.
I love that.
And I come up with these ideas and I'm able to put them in practice and
Do you
just make them work.
storyboard them? Do you business plan them?
I've got people for that now too. The secrets.
Nah.
Listen,
I'm pushing back. Nobody makes a
a
business plan but you.
No, I got it. But I've got people in place that can have helped guide me in my business plan.
Okay.
Right. So I can sit down with some people that have already done it and had those business plans in place and say, this is what I want to do. And then we storyboard it out and make it happen. Yes.
Yeah, because everything has to have a business plan. I don't care what it is, because it's a moving document.
And I'm in this place now where I'm in like offshore accounts and shit and moving money. I'm like, oh, this
All right,
is
stop.
awesome.
This is a legal show,
I was gonna
everybody.
say-
IRS.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
you're moving.
nothing illegal at all.
Well, you just keep a close eye on the crypto. You're gonna meet the billionaire. We go to that bet.
Perfect.
Or 10 billion. He's met him. More. You're gonna meet the guy who invented the iPhone Touch. Invented that right from here. He's a good friend of mine. He comes here, hang out. He invented that. Sold it to Apple for $357 million.
Jesus.
Spent $70 million. Whatever. He also invented how to put Wi-Fi on a phone. His company right here, Authentic. Yeah, he's great for. He'll be there because he wants to shoot the car.
Look, I got
He wants to shoot the car.
I got plenty of crypto to sell, and I want to put it in practice.
Listen, we're gonna see, because these guys. You want to know his whole family. The one guy is into business. Period. I'm telling you, that's the ones who are here at this table. I'll show you some of the images. That stuff for all NFTs. Is smart. I'm still good with them. They're not mad. I took a step back because felt the timing wasn't right, and boy, talk about a gut, and it worked. Because if I did that, I would have been.
Did what? Oh, the crypto.
Yeah, the NFTs.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know the NFT.
I was confused. I thought we were talking about.
Well, I was telling about
Yeah,
that
the
world.
NFTs.
These guys in this crypto world with Cardano, we made money.
Right.
We all made money after that. After he told us next thing to do, we did it. We all made money. But when you talk about cryptos and all, you're gonna meet, because he's so smart. The guy really does have an IQ, I think, of 185, and he's a doctor. Doesn't practice, of course. He's 68 now, I think, whatever. He has 200 patents. I mean, the guy's very hard to talk. I interviewed him once on a vacation of ours. You got to look that interview up. Mike Leslie's great guy, nice guy. Rents yachts like $300,000 a week, like you
Well,
and
I
I
hope
would
they're
rent.
getting good with this guy.
Like you and I would put on underwear. So it's just, I don't wear underwear, so that's a bad reference. And anyway, you'll meet them because they're smart, and I like to listen to these guys.
I appreciate the
yeah,
networking, because
that's gonna be a fun event. That's gonna be, if Nick wants it on concrete, and I do too, but he has
on concrete.
well, no, see, he has about 60, 80 or whatever acres down off Fellsmere.
Right.
Right over the line. I don't know if you know this area well.
I don't, but
Okay, you go over the county line going into Indy River at C50. You go right over there, and there's like mega properties, 20, 30. He's got a mega, and he has a berm with shooting range.
Right.
And, he's building stuff. He's just always doing. He's got the fastest car in the county. His Tesla goes from 1 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. He don't know how to drive it, so it don't matter. But the car is just the newest, sportiest crap there is. But anyway, I like to talk to them, especially like when I'm on these things when they know it's like an industry. But sometimes they get so over. I have to dumb them down for the audience, because I might know about it, but I always think, does he know about it? Does somebody else know about it? And in the crypto space, there are a lot of young people who really were against it. I didn't know that.
NFTs. You're
Oh,
getting.
NFT.
You need to. It's the NFTs that people were against.
yeah, the NFTs are a
You have to be very
different
clear.
realm.
Oh, I know, but you know what they are,
It's
really.
completely different. Yeah.
You want to get into what an NFT really is?
Non-fungible token.
Yes, but
It's a
what
link.
does it do?
You're buying.
It's supposed to just validate. It started with the validation of artwork, so that they had that artwork digitally that you could
Now
tell
they
that it
have
was
everything.
that. So you could do it for everything. So the idea for the digital world, as an option, if I wanted to do NFTs, I could sell digital real estate in the world that I have, and you would own that NFT in that digital world. But I can do the same thing without it and just use crypto.
Just gonna say, I looked at, and I was deeper and deeper, and I'm saying, okay, I'm a criminal because that's how I look at something. And I go, wait a minute. If it's a forgery, how do you know it's a forgery? It's not a forgery. I mean, there's one number off or whatever, the serial number, how they run the things in the back, and who's checking unless you buy it, and then what nut's gonna buy it for $1 million? It's just because it's got a serial number technically.
Right.
That's all you're buying it
Link,
for.
yeah.
It's really crazy. And I said, wait a minute, we're not ready at this level. I get it with real estate. Here's where Mike and that whole team, I had him right here. We got to do that again, Nick. And when we talked about NFT, everything, how it works, where it's going to change the world is they're going to have deeds on there. See, it's a blockchain, so they can store things on it, like your deed to your car or your, a title or a deed to a house. So now, if you have and this I know is going on, you got $1 million house. I want to buy it. I have crypto. You have a wallet. I'm gonna buy it for you $100,000.
Right.
For tax purposes, let the IRS see that this property went for this money, not $1 million. But I'm giving you $1 million in crypto. Did you know I interviewed a lobbyist? He gave over 100 congressmen money into wallets, blind wallets.
I believe it.
That's where they're doing it.
That's
Can't
the
be
privacy. Yeah, it can't be touched.
And you know the best thing? What's the passcode? Forgot. You forget your password, you're done.
Done.
You're done. You ever hear the stories about the guy going to
absolutely.
do dumpsters and shit? Not dumpsters, I mean dumps.
They get their
To get their codes,
thumb
man.
drives.
No, to get their cards.
Yeah, their thumb
you
drives
have
and their
this
externals.
word codes, because I have a couple of wallets. And then there's also, so they do that. And did you hear about the guy with crypto with pizza?
Yeah, he it was
Did you hear about
very
that?
new.
I don't know
He
about
bought a
Bitcoin.
pizza in Bitcoin.
He bought 2 pizzas in Bitcoin. Today, those pizzas are worth like 11, 12 million.
The guy kept a Bitcoin. Like the pizza guy was like, sure.
The guy who
And he
founded
kept
Bitcoin.
him.
Right.
Says, oh, you want 2 pizzas? I'll take your Bitcoin. It was nothing. It was literally 1 cent, less
Right.
than 1, whatever it was. Gave him, I don't know how many, and that money he gave for those pizzas is more than 11 million. You can look it up.
Jesus.
Of just because he didn't know what the hell it was. And
Right.
he just took a shot. He said, that's a couple pizzas.
That's where this is going to be at too. This
I
crypto.
think you're onto something, and I'll tell you why. And we're gonna end it. I gotta end it. It is because sex sells, and no matter who you are, I think, unless you're weird, sex really sells. And you can have your own. What do you call it? If you're in a virtual world, you can have your own freaks or whatever.
Right.
Your own. We all have our own whatever they are. You can have it, and nobody can. You can be somebody else. You can do something else. You can really experience stuff. I like it real, period. But I get it. I totally understand because I actually I put those headphones on
Right. Headsets.
last Christmas or whatever, the headsets. I went out at $500. I went and bought 4 of them. Literally, I got out of my chair. My nephew showed it, my kids. I'm playing on the sword and make this
Right.
circle around the shit, and I'm playing
Yep.
it. Wow. Because when they first come out, it was garbage. I looked at this shit. I said, wow, where do I get this? Oh, you go in. I drove to Best Buy in Orlando off Kissimmee down at the Best Buy to get 4. I gave 1 to Davey, my brother. He just used it for porn. Literally, there's a whole porn stuff in that.
Oh, I know.
And
I started this idea because I went into the metaverse and I went to a bar and this dancer was dancing on the thing and they were throwing their crypto at the girl.
Mm-hmm.
They were like
Was it legit?
Yeah, you could go over.
That's the 24-year-old guy.
You could walk over. You could walk over to this little bank and exchange your crypto. They gave you a bank, and then they were throwing the fake coin. They were throwing the crypto coin. They were giving it to the girl.
And it's really a 50-year-old man who can't get up out of his chair.
Oh, we know that.
And I'm like, I can. If they can do this, I can do this.
Yeah.
Right. So that's
Especially
how it
your background,
started.
yeah.
That started the whole idea process.
I learned it too. So I just got a lot of good friends in it. So if you need some of that, and you'll meet them. You'll meet some guy. Maybe we'll set you up a meeting with that. Show you what you're doing. These kids are that smart. And their dad, I told you, they know the guy, founder of. Matter of fact, he was one of the founders of Ethereum. The one guy who founded Cardano left Ethereum.
Okay.
And the reason he left is they're mathematicians. You know, all those guys are mathematicians. You want to talk geniuses? Fucking, out the charts.
Right.
And he left Ethereum because there was a quicker way they could do something in Cardano, which he invented, and it's because it's all about security and all that and how to do it. Oh, and it's an open source, so it's not everything's open. You don't hide it from anybody. It's not like we need something for somebody. And you got to learn from these guys. They explained to me very well. I really left there. I was in until I got so much feedback from my channel.
So now you're talking about NFTs.
Now, NFTs.
You keep flipping.
Well, both
really
of them. They
quick.
know them both. They're in both worlds. So you're in both. Usually, if you're in that world, you're in that FT world too. They're mining Bitcoin too. They have, they do everything. And so I love your idea. I love the thing. Everything you got, I think, is. You have another book too?
Yeah, I do have a second book.
Is it out?
It is out, and that goes into Carol that you met. That's a whole other. Jesus.
Is she single?
Yeah, go find her, please.
No, I mean just for the night.
I don't know where she is.
I don't know. Mac, I really want to thank you for coming on.
I appreciate it so much.
I really appreciate it. You're always great. Nick, anything else to ask him?
No.
You want to do? And I will tell you, you can go see Mac at Secrets Hideaway in Kissimmee, Florida. And you can look it up. Just Google Secrets Hideaway and you'll find
But
it.
it's definitely
Everybody
something
have
you
a
should
great day. Please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
Real deal.